Hey, what's up, content creators? Welcome to day 3 of the Content Creator Challenge. Look, if you're making UGC videos, YouTube content, or short form clips, I'm about to save you hours of editing. I've been using Descript for over 5 years now, and trust me, I have not found a better tool for quick professional edits. So stay to the end where I'll show you how to spice up your content and boost viewer engagement in just a few clicks. Let me break this down for you. This is the content creator's biggest problem solved. You might be thinking another editing tool, or I love creating content, but I don't want to do any of the editing. Same, I get it. To be honest, without Descript, I would have never created over 100 episodes of a podcast, and I definitely would have never started this YouTube channel. It's that serious. So here's the thing, AI-powered tools like Descript allows you to edit your videos in minutes and not hours. So whether you're creating UGC for brands, growing your YouTube channel, pumping out short form content, or maybe you decided to do a podcast, this is going to make your editing life so much easier. I'm all about building momentum, and time is your most valuable asset as a creator. The faster you can edit, the more content you can create. So I'm going to show you exactly how I cut my editing time by 70% using some simple tricks in Descript. If you're ready to create more content with less stress, this is for you. So click the link in the description to join me for the free trial of Descript. So here's my Descript workflow for pretty much all content. I typically record from my phone. If I'm not using my new DJI, you can also record from your computer, like your laptop or desktop. Right now, my iPad is on the fritz, so I record and then I upload the content into my computer. Right now, your gear is not the focal point. It's your editing efficiency. So here's exactly how I use Descript to edit 10 times faster. So step 1, uploading the raw footage and transcripting. Let me show you how this works. After you record your UGC video or your YouTube video, whatever video you're recording, simply upload it to Descript, unless you record it directly into Descript, which is awesome because then you don't have to worry about running out of space, SD cards, or even uploading. To upload, you open Descript either on the web or desktop app. Start a new project and give it a name. This is normally something that you would want to title your video, and I would suggest using keywords. Drag all of your recorded clips into Descript. You can watch it automatically transcribe your audio. This transcription is everything. Instead of scrubbing through your video's timeline, you can edit like a document, like a Google document, like a Word document, deleting paragraphs. You can just take out words and you're editing your video at the same time. But here's what most people miss. You can batch upload multiple videos at once, and Descript will stitch them together seamlessly. So let's say you're recording a video in your car, and then you're recording some in the store, and then in your home, wherever you are, you can upload all of those clips, and Descript will seamlessly stitch those videos together. And this also works if you are recording over multiple days. If you're curious about how good the editing is for your videos, just keep watching. Step 2, you want to edit for clarity. Now that all your clips are in Descript, let's get to one of my favorite parts, cleaning up the chatter. I know I ramble, especially here on YouTube, because I get so excited. I just get so passionate about talking to y'all and I can't stop. So I have to edit that down. I can easily turn a 5-minute subject into a 20-minute monologue. But Descript has an amazing feature called Edit for Clarity. And it easily turns 30 minutes of rambling into a tight, concise 10-minute video. I am going to show you step by step how I do it, and you can too. So here's exactly how I use it. You want to select your entire script, then click Edit for Clarity. And I usually keep it on medium. And watch as Descript makes your message more clear. This single step can cut your video length by 30 to 40% while making you sound more articulate and focused. Trust me, you'll thank me later for this tip alone. If you're enjoying these practical tips, hit that like and subscribe button. I always love hearing how these hacks work for you. Let me know in the comments. And stick around because coming up, I'll show you how to level up your audio with Sound Studio. So number 3, we are going to adjust the word gaps. Okay, so I remove the pauses and the gaps where I lose my train of thought or I'm speaking too slow for the video. You might be wondering, if you remove all of the pauses and the gaps, won't you sound robotic? No, you actually don't. I am naturally a fast speaker, so I want to maintain that rhythm. Plus, if you've noticed in all of those videos, the ones that are super draggy get clicked off immediately. No matter if you're creating a UGC video, a YouTube video, we don't want to hear all that dragging. And to be honest, I typically put almost every video and podcast on at least a 1.5 speed. That's just me. So you maintain a natural rhythm without those awkward spaces and pauses that loses your audience interest. And now to remove those pauses and word gaps, this is what you do. We're going to go to Underlord and go to word gaps. We're going to adjust that slider. I typically do it at 0.2 seconds, so it's not as slow and draggy. Plus, I pause a lot so I can make sure I'm hitting the points without reading from a prompter. Let me tell you, I did this in my first video, and even though the video did very well for my first video, I have to say I didn't feel quite as comfortable as I wanted to be using the teleprompter. Anyway, that's just me. The perfect word gap depends on your natural speaking tone. Test what works for your unique delivery. If you have questions so far, drop them in the comments and I will either give you a detailed answer or make a video. Now let's keep going. So now we're ready to adjust the sound. With Sound Studio, you can have studio quality sound even from your phone. This feature is seriously underrated. Now, Sound Studio transforms even phone quality audio into professional sounding audio. It's like having your own audio engineer. So here's how you do it. So I select my entire project and click on Underlord, or I just go Underlord and type in Sound Studio, or I just go to Sound Studio. Then I apply the Sound Studio for crystal clear audio. I let Descript work its magic, and Sound Studio removes the background noises, balances the levels, and gives you the professional quality that keeps viewers engaged. It's especially helpful if you are recording outside or less than favorable conditions, or say you have a bunch of kids running around, or there's a lot of construction. But just so you know, I don't keep it at 100%. I drop it down to about 80%, because sometimes if it's too high, you can sound more like AI. So good audio is half the battle, no matter how slick your visuals are. If your audio is off, your message won't hit home. So always take a moment just to click Sound Studio and make that adjustment so things are nice, clean, and crisp. Now let's shift our gears to visuals. One simple trick that I use is blurring the background. This may seem small, but it keeps the focus on you and not maybe your messy background. And more importantly, the content you're sharing. Why is this important? Because I want to make sure you know that I'm here to help you, not distract you. And let's be honest, not all of us have picture perfect surroundings. And it also gives you this cinematic feel. So if you want to keep the focus on you and the message instead of your background, go ahead and blur things out a bit. And you can adjust the level of blurring to have that clean, polished look. All you have to do is go Underlord and type in background blur and adjust to your taste. Here's what most people miss. You can also apply this to just certain portions of your video. Descript makes it super easy. Maybe you want to show your full background during the intro and have it blurred out during your teaching segments. It is totally up to you. Now here's what I do for fine tuning. It's the detailed edit. Typically, whenever I edit my videos, I put it on at least 1.5. However, when it's time to fine tune, I'm listening to it at normal speed. Edit for Clarity does a great job, and it does automated edits, but sometimes it goes a little far and it cuts out some of the things that really show your personality and things that really makes you who you are. Sometimes it removes genuine value. And that's fine, because this is when you get to go back and shape your narrative, and you're able to bring out the best parts of yourself without highlighting all of the crazy things like my rambling. Anyway, here's my approach. I go through the transcript carefully and I edit things that maybe just got clipped too hard or just too much. It may be a part of a story, or maybe a laugh, or sometimes it takes out too many of my transition words. Then I do the fine-tune edits manually to keep the authentic moments and just identify the sections that may have been clipped just a little bit too hard. So it may be a story or a laugh or even a subtle pause. This is what gives your content life. This is also what sets you apart from AI. So all you have to do is highlight those sections and store them by simply reverting the edit. So all you do is click here and revert the edit. And Descript makes it so easy for you to pull things back. Nothing is ever actually gone. The history continues to save itself and you can go back to previous versions. Here's the thing, no matter how much editing we do, the goal here is not to sound perfect. It's just to sound like the best version of yourself, or maybe just a little better version of yourself. Editing is all about striking the right balance between concise content and genuine personality. So make sure you don't make your content overly polished or overly perfect. And who knows, you may be on stage one day and everyone will expect for you to speak just completely eloquent if you've made every single one of your videos totally perfect, versus allowing some of your quirks and quacks to come through, because that's really what makes you authentically you. Now, there's also features like filler word removal, and you can easily go to Underlord to do that. Now, that isn't something I normally have to do after having a podcast for a few years. I don't say a lot of ums and ahs, but I say a lot of transition words like so and, but somehow I'm saying and. I think I'm saying and, but somehow it sounds like I'm leaving the D off, like and. I don't know if that's my Texas twang or what. I remove a few of those manually just because that's how I speak and I want to keep those things in. I just remove some so I'm not driving you crazy with it. Anyway, here's how you remove your filler words. So look at the transcript panel, and Descript highlights all the ums and ahs and extraneous words. And with one click, you can remove them, or even set it to automatically delete filler words. And if you want to put some back in, you can easily bring them back. So I constantly say the word so. That is my filler word that I constantly say. Let me know in the comments, what word did you say so much that everybody knows that's you? If you're learning something here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because we're just getting started. And if you're wondering, where is the CapCut tutorial for the UGC videos? Check out this video to see how to edit your UGC videos in CapCut. Now your editing is looking good and sharp. It's time to export, but here's your bonus. Descript not only helps you for the original content, say you want to do long form content and short form content, Descript allows you to repurpose with just a few simple clicks. It gives you bite-sized clips for social media. If you're interested, let me know below and I'll make a video to show you how. When you're done, all you have to do is export, publish, and download. Now here's a bonus tip. I like to spice up my videos and increase engagement by adding B-roll. You can easily upload overlays and captions, not only to reinforce keywords, but to boost viewer engagement. So I typically add this after I have done all of my initial edits. So in Descript, after editing your main content, just click on the text or overlay option, add your captions that pop up exactly when you hit a major point. So for example, when I say studio quality audio, a quick caption appears to confirm that comment. You can tweak fonts, colors, and shadows so the text stands out. You can easily make your video accessible to everyone with automatic captions. Underlord is your friend. So if you forget anything that I've said, click here to Underlord and ask it for help, and it easily becomes your editing BFF. This simple process turns what could easily be a half a day of editing into about a 20-minute task if I don't go crazy with the B-roll and the graphics. And the results, honestly, better than I definitely could have done doing it manually. Descript has so many different features, including the ability to screen record, as you've been seeing me do here in this video. If you'd like some tutorials on that, comment below and I will create it for you. The results speak for themselves. Since implementing Descript, I am able to edit and create content that I never thought I could create before. No matter how jumbled up you think you sound, Descript can fix it for you. With this workflow, I have been able to cut editing time and create content faster. You can improve client satisfaction, especially if you're doing story form UGC videos. You can even create multiple short form videos from one long form video. So here's the best part. Descript helps you spend less time editing and more time creating. or just doing the things that you love. So is Descript good for beginners? Heck yes, that's where I started as a beginner. I started over 5 years ago using Descript for podcasts. Then after starting YouTube, I moved into using Descript for video. Can I use Descript for client work? Yes, you can use Descript for client work. You can actually start a whole side hustle using Descript as your editing tool, and you can look like an editing wizard. And is Descript worth the price? Heck yes, Descript is incredibly affordable, and it's one of those tools that pays for itself almost immediately. If you are serious about scaling your content creation, whether it's UGC or story time, YouTube videos, or short form videos, Descript is the tool you need in your arsenal. Click the link below and try Descript for free so you can get a feel for it. Then you can implement the workflow that I've shared today. Start with just a simple project and build confidence. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about my Descript workflow, and I will be glad to answer them. I'm here to help you grow. So if you found this valuable, make sure you have hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Don't forget to click the link in the description so you can start leveling up your editing game today. And if you haven't already, make sure you have joined the free content creation challenge because we are rocking and rolling over here, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you like this video about content creation, you're definitely gonna like this video. I'm ready. If you're ready, let's grow.